The transfer portal has not even officially opened up yet, but many players from all across the country have already entered their names, including 3 Miami Hurricanes players, a defensive end, a running back, and a linebacker. And I think a couple of them are going to surprise you guys. Canes fans, buckle up, because it's about to get wild. So, Coop from the future here. You know how I just said 3 players entered the transfer portal? Well, while I was editing, another one entered the portal. So, it's actually now officially 4 if you count quarterback Tyler Van Dyke. That's right. While I was editing this video, Tyler Van Dyke has also entered the transfer portal. So, I'm going to plug him in to the video. But if there's a weird cut, that's why. Because, guys, this situation is going to continue to unfold. And there's going to be more and more. So get ready. What's going on, Canes fans? And welcome to the first official transfer portal video. If you were rocking with me last season, you remember that when the lights are green, that means that there are either some players leaving the squad or some new ones coming in. And today, it's all players exiting the program. And as I already said, I think a few of these are going to surprise you. Maybe not. There's one of them in particular that is very disappointing for me personally. But let's just go ahead and dive into it. Just remember, this is not about throwing hate or shade. That's not my intent. We're strictly just covering who is leaving the program and who's coming in. And it's just part of it. It's literally part of college football now, whether you like it or not. The game has evolved, it's changed, and it's the Wild West with this transfer portal thing. And I do anticipate a fairly large exodus. I mean, there are people talking 20 plus players, and I do think that that's probably pretty accurate. And just final disclaimer here, keep in mind that you can voice your opinion, however. I'm just stating that I'm not here to bash players or trash them. I don't know what their particular situation is, and you know, again, the portal giveth, but the portal also taketh away. It's not always just bad players or guys you didn't want on the squad. Sometimes it's good players, and, you know, maybe they're accepting a juicier NIL deal. The grass just seems greener on the other side. There's lots of different reasons. With that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and spit all 3 names out, and then we'll take a quick look if they have any official statements, talk about some stats and the potential impact. So the 3 Canes that have already entered their names into the portal are defensive end Harvey, or Jafari Harvey, as some say. Running back Cheney Jr., and that one hurts. You guys know that I'm a big Cheney Jr. fan. And linebacker Corey Flagg Jr. So as I said at the very beginning of the video, this might seem a little out of place, but it's because I'm filming this after my video was already complete. It was just the 3 Miami Hurricanes that had entered the portal. And honestly, by the time I get done finishing this, with talking about the 4 of them, including Tyler Van Dyke, there might be even more. So it's just going to be video after video. But yes, quarterback Tyler Van Dyke has officially entered his name into the transfer portal after 4 seasons with Miami. He threw for a total of 7,469 yards, 54 touchdowns, and 23 interceptions in 27 starts. This does not shock me at all. And I want to say that I feel like it doesn't shock most Canes fans, but when I did my walking and venting on Sunday, a lot of Miami fans said they believed that Tyler would stay. I understand the argument that it would be a second consecutive year with the same OC, which he really never had the luxury of getting. But Tyler was just, struggling mentally, and he needs a fresh set of scenery, a breath of fresh air, so to say. So this doesn't shock me at all. But just crazy how fast this is coming out. Like I said, don't panic. It's not, guys. There's going to be a lot of players hit the portal, and this is just a handful of many. Tyler, I wish you well. I think this is best for you and the University of Miami. It is what it is. It's no hate. It's part of college football now. So let me know your thoughts. Harvey is a graduate transfer. He will have 1 year of eligibility left. And he totaled 97 tackles, 21.5 tackles for loss, 10 sacks, 1 interception, and 1 forced fumble. Harvey is someone who was someone we consider a pretty good player, I believe. But I think that this is one of those situations where some of these guys coming up, once they're healthy and ready to rock, would probably be fighting for some playing time. And he's probably just looking for a breath of fresh air, somewhere he can go and get more snaps to try to pad those stats to make a run for the NFL. Now, out of this list, he is the only one so far that I haven't found an official statement for, which is okay. Maybe he'll put something out. Maybe he won't. It's no big deal. But I don't have anything from him personally at this time. Now, the other two I do, and we're going to talk about Corey Flagg Jr., the linebacker. If I'm not mistaken, I think he'll have 1 year of eligibility left. The COVID stuff kind of threw me off, so don't quote me on it. It might be 2 years, but I think it's 1 year. It's 1 or 2 for Corey Flagg. He had 179 tackles, 25.5 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks, 1 interception, and 1 forced fumble. Now, I know that Canes fans had kind of a rocky relationship with Corey Flagg Jr., and a lot of it's because he stood up for Manny Diaz, and he did not want Manny Diaz fired. He made it known, I love that guy. I want him to stay. I want to play for him. And this one does not shock me. And the biggest reason is because of that. I actually thought that once Manny left that Flagg would leave, but he decided to stay. And he is a very hard worker. He's not the fastest guy on the field. He does try hard, but I don't think this is going to be one that's going to have Canes fans crying and running to social media and saying, please stay. Like, what are you doing? A lot of Canes fans do feel like, it was possibly time to move on. As I said, he tries hard. He leaves it all out there on the field. He's a family member, but not necessarily the most athletic and talented linebacker. Now, he did put out an official statement, and we're going to jump over here and take a quick peek at that. He said, I have entered my name into the transfer portal. Thank you, Miami. #Flagg mentality. And I want to say something here that you're going to notice so far, at least with the Miami Hurricanes departures. I'm actually kind of happy that we're not seeing long, lengthy novels going through and thanking, the head coach, the position coach, all the surrounding cast, and talking about how they had this amazing experience here and this and that. Like, you're leaving. It's okay to just say, hey, I'm entering my name. Thanks, Miami. Peace. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I actually think it was kind of silly. It got to the point to where it didn't really matter. Like, you're gone. So this doesn't bother me at all. I know there are already some people I saw online. Well, they didn't really have much to say. They must hate Mario. They must hate this staff. And maybe they do. Some players leave because there's no chemistry there. They butt heads with their position coach or one of the coordinators or Mario. That's fine. You're not going to get along with everyone, especially when a coaching change has been made. Think about that. I believe all the guys on this list are Manny Diaz guys. I don't even mean that in a good or bad way. I'm just saying this is not the staff that they came in to play for. So it's completely understandable. I get it. Now, the one that hurts me the most is Cheney Jr. I'm a huge Cheney fan. He fought through multiple injuries while he was here at Miami and really never had a true chance to shine. He was given some opportunities at times this season, and we saw some flashes. But you know what? Maybe it is best for him to go elsewhere and get a fresh start. But with Cheney, same thing. I'm not 100% for sure, but I think he has 2 years left. I believe he'll have 2 years left, maybe one. It's 1 or 2. The only one I know for sure, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, is Harvey. But Cheney has 1 or 2 years left. This season, he had 478 yards, 5 touchdowns on 94 carries, which was about 5.1 yards per carry this season. The guy had so much potential, but it's no hate, no shade. I completely understand why he would want to leave. We'll jump over. He did put out an official statement here on Twitter. Again, short, sweet, and to the point. I have entered my name into the transfer portal. Thank you, Miami. I dig it. I like the little thank you, Miami, at the end from Flag and from Cheney. And we move on. So 3 Miami Hurricanes have already officially put their names into the transfer portal, with many more to come. But also keep in mind, as we see other fan bases troll Miami on social media as players leave, it's not just Miami. Guys, there's already almost 300 names in the transfer portal, and it doesn't even open until December 4th, Monday of next week. There are going to be schools all across the country that have players leave, even these successful ones. Bama's going to have players in the portal. Ohio State, Michigan, Texas, Georgia, because there are lots of different reasons to enter the portal. It's not just winning or losing. So just keep that in mind. And I'm providing a lot of disclaimers and talking a lot in this one because this is the very first transfer portal episode of the season. Make sure that you're subbed to this channel because I'm going to keep you up to date with all of it. Every exit, every player that comes in, we're going to do a bunch of hypothetical videos. We're going to go transfer portal shopping. There's already 6, 7, 8, 10 QBs in there, some of them from some big-time schools. We're going to make a wish list. We're going to try to embrace this thing and have fun with it because at the end of the day, we have no control over it. But I'm hoping that Mario Cristobal and the staff is open-minded and they approach this thing, ready to rock. We've got the NIL collective. We got guys ready to write the checks. It shouldn't be a problem. But as I said, that's really it for this quick, short update video. You can speak your mind. Or anyone jumps down in there and starts arguing back and forth with people. You can say whatever you want. If you want to say, Corey Flag, hope the door hits you on the way out. I personally wouldn't say that, but you can if you want. It's fine. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. I'm going to miss you, Cheney. Remember, though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I got to say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.